Okay, hello and welcome to Vlad The Impaler. This is the game I bought for like $3 or $4, so if you really like it while I'm playing it, why don't you go try it out? It's not too bad, it's on Steam. I don't play about 5 minutes of it, so I have no idea what's gonna happen here. It's a lot like I don't know how to explain it, I really don't. So I get 3 classes apparently: Explorer, Soldier, Mage. I don't know which one. I'm just gonna feel like a soldier, I guess. Oh yeah, turn 4. Go over my old one.
My friend, I have need of your skills once again. Darkness has fallen upon the city of Istanbul. Blood paints the streets, and the cries of the dying rise from the night. The Sultan himself will not set foot within its walls until the dread curse is lifted. Holy men, knights, and inquisitors have all been sent, yet none have returned. You are the only one whom I trust to investigate this. Your cunning, your prowess, and your penchant for results are needed here more than ever. Find the source of this wickedness, and deal with it as only you can. Godspeed, my friend, and watch your back.
So, I guess I have to read. Oh boy, I have to pull up the reading voice. Okay. You pass through the gates of Istanbul on a moonless night. The lights from torches are few, and the eyes of the midnight wanderers are many. A group of guards huddle around a body of a woman, the heart ripped out and used to paint a tall, bloody 15 days on the wall behind her. The weight of fear is heavy on the streets, and the scent of death haunts the tight air. It is a city under siege, and the enemy is invisible. There's a lot of reading. For the 4 turns I played, so there's 15 turns in this game. We get to pick where we want to go, and I got 15 turns. I have a lot to read. I played 4 turns, and I read a lot. It's like a book. But for $7, I had fun playing 4 turns. It was great. I don't know if I can die. Hope I don't die. But also, I just want to say excuse possibly the background noise. Our fans on. This is summer, so it's a little hot in my room. So thank you for coming. But okay, the square is all quiet at night. Here and there, the late night wanderers move like dark ghosts toward their destinations, keeping mostly to themselves. You walk among them, unable to sleep, attempting to find the connections to all the varied pieces of the puzzle you've gathered. I'm sorry, my reading voice is pretty terrible, and I also hate reading aloud a lot. A soft clicking sound drifts across the square, and you recognize it from your nights in the Abanes desert. I don't know what that word is. I'm terrible at reading. Okay. You gaze off toward the Tower of... Can you please stop with the names? I can't... Okay, I butcher all the names, sorry, And after a few moments, your eyes detect a swarm of bats circling their way across the square, probably snatching up moss in the warm night. Oh. The sight reminds you of a happier times and the warmth of your body next to you and on the open sun. But as you watch a cloud of bats, you realize that their movement is strange. It almost seems like they are spiraling around so tight that they are collapsing into one another. You blink in disbelief as their swirling cloud condenses into a form of man, dressed in flowing black. I shall approach him, I guess. You walk toward the man. He looks at you with eyes that burn white beneath flowing black hair. You there, you say? Who are you? What are you doing here? I am taking in the sights, he said, replying in a way. And yourself? You fall back a step beside him. As the two of you walk south, I'm here because Istanbul is slipping into darkness, you say, and someone needs to save it. The man nods. Indeed, it seems someone should. You glance over at him. Are you the one of the dark powers, you ask? He doesn't quite smile when he replies, I am a dark power, but not the one you speak of. Should I be wary of you in any way, you ask? If you are wise, he replies. But I will not be here long, and there are many other threats to this place that you should spend your time investigating if you truly wish to save the city. I'm listening, you say. Start with the Basilica, he replies. I was once told that the worst men in Istanbul use the east entrance. I'll look into that, you say. Anything else? He glances over at you with a ghostly white eye. Yes, he replies, given the choice between a sword and a flower. Always choose the flower. You look over at him, again, confused. He simply nods, and then he's like 20 yards away from you. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. He nods and then is suddenly 20 yards away from you. You watch as he leaves his square and wanders into the neighborhood. Just who was he? Sorry, I'm terrible at reading. Oh my god. So he said the Basilica. I don't have a Basilica on here, but there's a port. The Bazaar. I don't know how to say that. I'm honestly like a retard right now. I feel like that. But he said Basilica, so if the Basilica pops up here on the map, I believe it does at some point. So if it pops up here on the map somewhere, then I'll click on it then. But until then, we're gonna go over to here. You are wandering through Istanbul's bazaar, eating a piece of honeyed palm. Never had that. Baklava. When you notice a little girl watching you from a few tents away. She looks as though she's coveting the sticky desert. Coveting. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. She's coveting the sticky dessert that is getting all over your fingers. You give a slight smile of condolence. You know, this is really creepy. It's like, hey, come here, lick my fingers. Oh god, that's creepy. Then, and suddenly emerge from the secret folding tents behind the girl and pull her inside without a sound. All of the abductions that you've been following in the city, you never thought you'd actually witness one happen. You walk over to the front of the tent, finishing off the last of your dessert. Welcome, my friend, says a smiling merchant in a turban. Are you in need of a lamp of oil? Tell the merchant that he's holding the girl in the tent had to release her right now before you summon the city guard. Force your way inside and handle the kidnapped girl. I'm gonna do that. I'm be smart. The merchant's eyes darken and he says, we are paid up for the month already, and will not submit to the ordering bullies. The orders bullies. This grabs your interest. Good to know. Clearly, someone higher up in the orders is running a protection money scheme where people who break the law can continue without being handled over as long as they pay rent. And this man thinks you're the order. You look the merchant dead in the eye, saying, "You think this is bullying? Want to pay triple next time? Give me the girl." Wow, good way to handle that situation. Merchant nods in. I don't want to read it. Reading. Not in school, I suck at it. It motions for you to enter the tent. You do, drawing your weapon. The girl and the man who took her are nowhere to be found. They've clearly escaped while the merchant kept you busy. The next thing you hear is the merchant calling the city guard, saying you are a thief in his tent. You've been outcombed this time and need to escape before the guards find you and decide to cut your hands off. With minimal searching, you find a secret fold in the back where the kidnapper must have escaped, and you slip through. Heart breaks for the girl as you disappear into the crowd, vowing that the merchant and his accomplice will be brought to justice. So I lost. Damn it. I lost. Well, let's go to the last place I haven't visited yet, the port. Alright, you go back to the square. Meet the vampire again. I really don't want to meet the vampire again. He seemed like a nice guy, I'm afraid he might kill me. But over here, I'd like to go back. I don't know. I might come back later. Okay. There we go. You head toward the docks, intending on questioning people about a rash of murders that have been happening. You can tell that people are on edge. They are gathering in greater numbers, even during the day, and few of them will talk to you. Just as you are about to head to a different district, a chorus of gasps and shrieks erupt from further down the pier. You run toward the commotion, a crowd forming around a large fishing boat. There, caught in a net, with day's catch, and one of the strangest creatures that you've ever seen, looks like a cross between a fish and a serpent. But it is over 20 feet long. Its eyes are deep red, and powerful jaws are lined with possibly large fangs. Wow, that's interesting. Wow. Cool. How the hell did you catch that? Did you, like, I don't think it eats. What do you do? Throw a person with a line on it, like throw in the water? Here, go swim out there. Maybe you'll catch something. Oh, wow. Big ass fish, 20 feet long. Bit much. That's why I hate fishing. Or, I can't fish, I suck at it. Several people cross themselves despite the fact that they are clearly dead. The man next to you, who is a merchant you've seen in the bazaar, says, "Never did I believe that I would see a Judas fish during my lifetime. I will pay you 40 gold coins for it." The fisherman accepts and says he won't touch it. The merchant then says another 30 silver coin for the man who will carry it back to the tent. I will help keep your distance. I'm gonna help him, actually. I'd like to. I'll carry it, you say. Wait, I should really be role-playing. My person's a girl, I'll be like, I'll carry it. No, I don't know what my person is, I think. You say, and the merchant thanks you profusely. The fisherman releases the net, spilling an array of fish into the pier, and the Judas fish rolls to its full dead length. After several others gasp, you walk up to it, and you didn't know any better, you'd say that it was looking directly at you with dead red eyes. Why did I do that? Then you draw your weapon and slice its head off. The crowd shrieks again as the body suddenly flops and flails. The beast clearly having been only plain dead, blood sprays everywhere, followed by the last meal that creature had chewed up a desecrated fisherman. Oh my god. Shin looks at you, enraged. Did I not say to butcher it? That's true, you reply, resheathing your weapon. Never did I specify the condition you wanted it in when I got to your tent. You pick up the bleeding head in one hand and shoulder. The merchant is fuming, but seems to be a little afraid of you now. He curses silently and leads the way. Cool. So I got through chapter 1. That was pretty easy, kind of boring, not really eventful, but it mostly kind of just gave me clues to what I'm going to do. So I gotta go to Basilica and other places like that to figure out where these foul beasts of the city hide. Gotta get down to the scum and bones of the city. So now we are done here on chapter 2. Thank you for watching, and we will be recording again. Hopefully this is a very watched series. Thank